Well, hey there. Welcome to day 15 of our No Nonsense November. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, sharing my life experience, 6 decades plus of lessons learned, some good, some bad, some ugly. But last November, I think I did a No Nonsense November, and every day in November of 2020, since it was such a crazy year, I shared a tool that I use in my life that has helped me to get through all kinds of challenges and all kinds of trying times, because each and every one of us, the longer we live, the more experiences we have. Some of those experiences are awesome, some of them not so much. Well, today our lesson learned is action. I wanted to say lights, camera, action, and have one of those clipboards like they have in movies or something, but I don't have one. I didn't feel like making one. I suppose I could have. I like to do creative, fun little things with boards and things, but I didn't do it today because I don't have an excuse. I didn't take action. I didn't do it. I didn't get up early enough. I was up with the baby. She was, my 9-month-old granddaughter was a little fussy last night. I think she's got congestion and a cold. Wonder where she got that. And so she's been up like every hour last night. And then the night before she was okay, but the last couple of nights it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. And I get that. Babies, it's hard, especially when your little nose is stuffed and you don't understand it. So, action. What does action have to do with anything? I mean, we've talked about some pretty interesting things thus far in our No Nonsense November. And action to me is one of those things that we have to create in our lives a propensity, or I think I said propensity yesterday. That word must be on my mind. We have to create in our minds and our lives a prejudice toward action. I like to use prejudice in positive ways, since so many people are using prejudice and racism in the wrong ways right now. I like to use words that we want to have a prejudice, a propensity of action. We want to have taking action be our normal response to situations, to experiences, to changes and challenges that pop up in our life. When do we take action? Right now. The only time we can ever affect change or do anything or create anything is right now in the current present moment. We'll talk about present moment. I don't think I've talked about being present yet. Let me take a peek. We've talked about thinking for ourselves, taking 100% personal responsibility, being honest with ourselves, telling ourselves the truth, knowing what our priorities are and what's really important to us. We've identified what we really, really want in life in all the areas and aspects of our life. We've talked about forgiveness, the 7 whys, gratitude, continuous improvement, single daily action, knowing when to quit or let go or walk away, loving challenges, focus, getting out of our comfort zone yesterday, and today, action. Kind of action. You know, we can be busy, and I've spent lots of years and lots of times in my life just being busy, keeping running through my life like a chicken with my head cut off. I don't know where my chicken with his head cut off is. He's usually right here by me. But I spent a lot of years doing that, just keeping busy and running through my life, primarily so I didn't have to look at the parts of my life that weren't working out really, really well for me, the parts of my life that weren't the way I wanted them to be, primarily my relationship with my ex-husband and my physical well-being, my physical health. I ignored for a couple of decades, and then they came back to roost and had to deal with both of those things that I'd been putting off, making decisions and taking action and making choices about. So I like to say, and I probably say it every day, multiple times, never leave the scene of a decision or a choice without taking some action. It doesn't have to be a giant action, but it has to be something. It has to be either write the decision down or do a Google search or make a phone call, but do something to solidify your commitment to that action. So basically, we want to take action now. We want to lean toward action whenever possible, because nothing happens until we do something or take action. We want to make sure that our action is in alignment with what we want and that is intended to move us in the direction we want to go in some area or aspect of our life. You know, it doesn't always move us in the direction we want to go, but our intention needs to be that we want it and we're expecting it to move us in the direction we want to go in our life. So if we want to have more health, we intend that the things that we do will give us better health, not worse health. Now, we might find out that we're allergic to something, or we eat something that's really good for you to lose weight or take care of yourself or have more energy, and we find out that that doesn't work for us because we have a negative reaction to that or an allergic reaction. But our intention was to have it give us better health. doesn't mean everything will always work out. It just means that we're always trying to move in the direction we want to go with our actions. So we want to be committed action, committing to the thing that we want, our intention to be toward moving us in the direction we want, and we want to be inspired action. A lot of times we get an idea and we don't know where it comes from. It comes from somewhere in the ether. That's kind of la la, wah wah, woo woo stuff. But we get an idea, right? We don't know where all of our ideas come from. Usually they come from all of our past experiences and all the things that we've observed in our life that we, at a subconscious level, have packed away in our brain, and we don't even realize that that information is still there. And all those things merge together and bubble up as ideas. And we want to pay attention to those inspired ideas and take action toward them and test and see what is really right for us. We always want to be taking action. I guess I would love to know what you think, how you feel about action on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being slow like a turtle and almost never taking action and fretting and worrying and analyzing to death. So you almost never move or make a decision or a choice or an action, to 10 where something happens, you take action immediately on it. There's stimulus response. You almost immediately take some sort of action to move you in the direction you want to go. I'd say I'm probably about a 7 or an 8. I think things through and plan things through, but I also try to make sure that I am taking action intentionally and on purpose every single day to move me toward what I want and to course correct when I try something and it doesn't work out, because I still try stuff every day and it doesn't work out. Little bitty failures become our stepping stones to what it is that we want to create in our life. So share in the comments below, scale of 1 to 10, where you are on the action scale in terms of leaning into or taking action. Sometimes in our mind we're a 10, but really in reality we're like a 5 in certain things that we self-relate or we self-rate. And we want to rate ourselves on different things because we want to just have a feeling over time. Are we moving toward what we want or away from what we want? Maybe you're a 10 and you take action all the time and you just react. And that's bad for you. So you want to back that 10 up to about a 5 or a 6 so that you're actually engaging your conscious mind and thinking about and planning a little bit more before you take action and just react. We're all somewhere different on the scale. Nothing is right or wrong. It's what is best for you that matters. What is best for me is what is best for me. What is best for you is best for you. All right, action. Are you an action-oriented action taker or a calm and not so action-oriented person? Share in the comments below. Share your comments and thoughts on this. Do you think action is an important life lesson? Do you think it's important to take action? Again, just my opinion. You're welcome to disagree. These are just the lessons I've learned in my life and the things that have worked for me. It doesn't mean that they'll work for you. It means that it's something to consider and try on and see if it works for you. No matter what anyone tells you about anything, advice, coaching, anything, always filter it through your experience and what's right for you. And always live by your own guidelines and do what is right and feels right for you. All right. That's it. Have an awesome day. Take some action, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow for another No Nonsense November. Have an amazing day.